The new Full Metal Casioak, somebody corrected me on that. It's not Casioak, it's the Casioak. Okay, the Full Metal Casioak is finally announced and it's going to be released on August 12th. Thousands will be buying this mega hit of a G-Shock. However, I'm not one of them. Here's a short list of why. Let's catch up really quick to the selling points of this new Full Metal G-Shock. The 2100 line has been a smash hit for G-Shock mainly due to its compact design and watch community hype. It was expected that they will come out with a full metal version, and our Aussie friend Jody had an exclusive first-hand review of this new release. It offered a number of upgrades over the previous collections and anything the aftermarket scene can offer. First, it's the new module that has both tough solar and Bluetooth functionality. This also have chromed out G-Shock logos on the dial, which is a cool touch to set it apart from the rest in GM-B2100. Aesthetic-wise, these will have the same textured metal indexes as the GM-2100s and the much-desired Japan-made screw-down caseback. One that I'm personally looking forward to is the metal bracelet. G-Shock is very underrated with how they finish their metals, and this seems to live up to the hype. Since this is an official G-Shock release, the angle of the lugs will be considerably tighter to conform to the average wrist. This is my main issue with the mod that I made months ago, and this is my only reason to buy the new GM-B2100 at the moment. That's it. One reason to buy. For me at least. Honestly, there's so much going against it that I'm fairly happy I'm not getting one right away. First, the price. The silver variant will set you back $550. That's pretty much on par with the full metal square. But if you buy one of these new GAB2100s, which has the tough solar and Bluetooth function and add some mod parts to it, you're looking at just over $200 to get the same effect. That's less than half of the new GM-B2100 with quite a bit of work on your part, of course. I don't know how you value your time, but it took me a good hour to look for the parts in AliExpress and where the actual GAB2100 is available, UK in this example. The original still gets the advantage here since the screw-down caseback is, as far as I know, unique to the original G-Shock models. I couldn't find any aftermarket mods for the GA2100s for this case. Or let's say you went my route and bought two different GM2100s. That set me back $186 each and an extra $50 for the bracelet. You're still saving $100 over a GM-B2100. Now you won't have the tough solar and Bluetooth features, but now you have two different G-Shocks to rotate with a possible 4 different variants if you feel like swapping cases. It's a given that to many, the tough solar and Bluetooth functions are a deal breaker for these watches, but for me, I could do without both of them. Next, the colors. The initial offering is going to be silver, black, and rose gold. I mentioned before that I wanted to wait until I saw the 2 other variants before I decide to get any. Both the black and rose gold did not offer enough for me to order. I was hoping that the rose gold model would be my first gold G-Shock, but sadly it did not offer enough for me to own one. Not only that, it also costs $100 more than the silver one. That brings us to the next reason on the list, availability. While many are pegging that the silver and black models will sell quickly, the rose gold variant might be the sleeper hit. Regardless, there is an anticipation for this collection and they will likely sell out immediately. But do remember, these are not limited edition models. They will be manufactured and the prices will go down in time. I waited for a couple of years until I could find a good deal for my AWM500, and I'm willing to do the same for the Full Metal 2100s. And then there's the 40th anniversary models next year. If I was going to be buying a Full Metal Casioak, I would want it to be a bit more special and would even be willing to pay extra. Because, well, I have done that before. There are no reports of having a limited edition 2100 for the 40th anniversary yet, but G-Shock's history suggests that Casio releases some really awesome limited editions with wonderful metal materials for their anniversary collections. Last on the list is what Jody said.
These full metal original Casioaks, you're getting something a bit different. They're a bit of a statement piece, I think.
It's a statement piece. So what's the statement? That you were there to support the #1 watch brand in the world, Casio. Well, I don't think I'm hardcore enough to say that to myself. I can say that here in this video for sensationalism's sake. But that's as far as I could run my mouth without actually forking out $600 for it. The average G-Shock price is at $170 to $200 according to watchcharts.com. I feel this is my sweet spot as a G-Shock fan, so I'm betting many of you feel the same. I'm also content at being labeled as a casual supporter, so I'm not under pressure to buy any of these in August. If you're on the other side of the fence, $550 is just about right for a full metal G-Shock. Of course, despite all of that, I'm still going to get the GM-B2100 in our channel eventually. But for now, I'm pretty much satisfied with what I'm able to do with this modded GM-2100. I'm going to do it the same way that I did with this AWM-500 because $500 is no chump change. I'm going to wait until someone is not so happy with their own GM-B2100 and I'm going to buy it pre-owned. But nevertheless, I'm pretty much satisfied with my GM-2100 mod and it scratched the itch enough for me to skip this launch. Of course, I'm not going to judge you if you buy it at launch day because most likely you skipped the GM-2100 to buy the GM-B2100. So what about you? Comment down below if you're going to buy it at launch date or if you're going to wait the same as me.